Well, hello there, tankers of the Blitz universe. I'm Flossie, and this is probably the biggest meme tank in all of Blitz. Well, actually, second biggest meme tank. I think the Tog 2 still takes it. The cake is the biggest meme in all of Blitz. But anyways, this is the KV Junior, and you can see beside it I have the other two tanks that it is based off of. Obviously, the KV2 being the tier 6, and the Smasher being the tier 7. This tank looks very similar to both of them, minus a couple of things. The gun seems a little bit weirder. It's a lot longer than the KV2's gun, but it's the same size. But anyways, this is a very, very strange tank, and I will be playing 3 live games in it in today's video. But first, I will be breaking into its weird stats, starting off with the gun. The alpha damage is one of the weird things about this tank. It deals not 640 damage like the other two tanks. On its standard, it deals 630. For whatever reason, Wargaming just decided to, like, take away 10 alpha damage on it. I don't know why, but here we are. The heat alpha damage is 545, and the HE deals 960 average. So that's very, very nice HE, just like the other two tanks. Its gun depression is also very similar to the other two tanks. It's 6 degrees, which is kind of bad. But, I mean, it's a meme tank, whatever. As for its penetration, it's actually really solid, especially on the premium shells that have 362 millimeters of heat pen. And the HE has 81 millimeters of pen, which is actually really, really solid. And it means that a lot of the squishier tanks in tier 9 and 8, you'll have no problems just dealing that 960 juicy alpha damage into their rears and sides. Now, in terms of the gun handling, it is obviously based on the KV2, so this thing has awful gun handling. Its aim time is 5 seconds, which is literally like 10 years in Blitz. And its dispersion of .369 is like literally 183 dispersion. I don't know what else to say. Its DPM is also pretty tragic at 1800. So yeah, the gun is not really that great on this tank. And taking a look at its mobility, it's not great either. Its power to weight is only 13.6, which means you're not going to be going off the line all that fast. And its top speed is 38, which is decent. Yes, I will agree with that. However, it has 12 reverse. That's awful. I wouldn't even give my worst enemy 12 reverse. And yet they gave it to the KV Junior. Anyways, that's basically the overall stats of this tank. Very, very much a meme tank, and you shouldn't be taking this thing seriously. Now, in terms of the armor profile of this tank, it's similar to the other two. What I mean by that is all 3 of these tanks don't really have armor, but some of the angles on the tank can be troll at certain times, and you will get the occasional troll bounce, especially because of how big the mantlet is on the turret front. So you can expect some troll bounces, but overall the armor profile is pretty useless, and you don't want to be the one getting shot at. That's basically the gist of this tank. You want to be sitting behind your teammates and dealing your high alpha damage mainly into mediums if you can. If you can see their sides, then you can get your HE damage rolling. Anyways, we're getting into our first battle right here on Black Goldville, and up against us, we are top tier, I should mention, and up against us, we do have a Leopard PTA who's looking awfully juicy, a T-44 as well, a Leo. Ooh, these are some decent tanks, and also, what in the world, bruh? They're fail tuning. Oh my god, we have a fail tune tier 7 on both teams. Okay, well, I'm going to be loading my HE for that Leo. I'm sorry, bro, but that's going to be really funny if I actually am able to hit him. Anyways, we're going to be making our way towards A cap. I don't recommend doing what that guy's doing and going to C cap. It's just not a good idea. I don't know what to say about people who go C on this side of the map, or on this map in general. I just don't get it. But anyways, we do spot, or our team does spot, their Leopard PTA. I know what I'm loading. Look at that HE being loaded by me. I'm hoping that that Leo makes some silly, goofy play, and then I can get my HE into his side or something. But anyways, looks like their team also did the big bad of going C-cap, so that's actually really good. It means their Leo's kind of by himself, and it means I'm going to be pushing up a very aggressive with this CS right here. I don't really think our Leo needs to be that passive over there, but you know what? Whatever. I'll let him do his thing. We do have the J Panther 2 over here as well. Let's see here. Ooh, 599. Now, that was a pretty sad roll, I will admit. That was, like, literally my standard shell doing, like, 40 less damage, but whatever. Anyways, we do have the Leopard, and in about 5 seconds, this guy is going to be destroyed by my HE. Never mind. You know what? I'm not even going to bother loading HE. Bro got wrecked by the rest of my team anyways. And we have this goated Emil 2 player in front of me. Oh my gosh, look at the skill on this guy right here. Oh yeah, he bounces one shell into my tank. And their T-44 is also back there, but you know what? I could care less. I do low roll another shell, so apparently I am king of low rolls today. Don't know what else to say about that, but the Emil 2 is, he's not having a lot of fun. He does have the stock gun on, so I feel kind of bad for him, but you know what? Whatever. Their T-44 is now the next target. He's getting pushed on by our Leopard and our T-54 lightweight, who's just driving into me for literally no reason. I love teammates. And let's see if I can get the kill here. Unfortunate. Don't get the kill on the T-44, but there is a full health Leopard in front of me, or Leo in front of me, and I wonder if I can HE him frontally. I don't think I can, but if I get to his side, ooh, please keep showing me that angle, sir. Please keep doing it. Please, 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 please. Wait. Can I HE his... I mean, it doesn't matter anymore. Is no health. The thing about having this kind of gun is you can just HE splash people for like 300 damage. You don't even have to pen your HE shells, and you can still do a ton of damage in this sort of tank. We haven't done a whole lot of damage this game. This was a complete and utter steamroll, and the enemy team just kind of sucked. But here we go. 5 seconds of aim time. Oh yeah, look at that. Another low roll. You know what? I would have done more damage this game if my shells had not low rolled. I don't even know if I average rolled a single one of my AP shells. Like, to be honest, this has been very sad. Come on, give me at least one more shell into this guy here, please, please, please. Yes, there we go. We get a nice 664 roll into that guy just before he dies, and that actually brings us over 3,000 damage. So honestly, not a bad outcome for our first battle. I was expecting to do less damage than that, but luckily, their team kind of just sat in front of me and gave me free damage. So, I mean, you can see, even having 1,800 DPM still doesn't exactly mean you won't be doing any damage. What is this metal here? Okay, whatever. Anyways... 3,200 damage for our first battle, not too shabby. And honestly, I like this tank. I don't think it's very OP or good or anything close to what the Smasher is at tier 7, but it's just fun. It's a fun tank to mess around in. Oh my god, I just realized now that this tank literally has the Jagdpanzer 100 hatch on top of it. Bro, what? Okay. Alright, anyways, we are top tier once again for our second battle, and we are on Desert Sands. And our team is making their way towards A cap. So what I'm going to do is I'm not going to be going C, even though going C in a heavy tank is usually the smart thing to do. I will be taking a very aggressive position underneath the bridge in mid right here, because knowing that their team is more so going to be on medium side, it's a smarter plan for me to just get into the action earlier on. Let's see if I can hit this. No, I'm not going to be able to hit that guy. I'm not even going to try. But yes, we do have that WZ rolling off to my side. Oh, hello. Do also have the Type 57, who I do average roll, or just slightly above average roll him for 637, which is very nice indeed. The majority of their tanks are on this side, and actually I think all of their tanks are over here. Okay, interesting. Well, I mean, their WZ just tried to shoot at me, but he missed because he's bad. I don't know what else to say. Let's see if I can hit this guy. Oof. That was kind of a lucky shell, I'm not going to lie. That was not even fully aimed in. Although, honestly, with 5 seconds of aim time, when are you ever going to fully aim in this tank? Unless you're just camping in one spot the entire game, you're never going to fully aim in ever in this tank. So it's basically up to RNG whether you're going to be hitting your shells or not. We do get a lucky bounce on that guy, and oh my god, we just rolled him for 680. Okay. Yeah, I mean, when the alpha damage, like, gives you nice rolls, you do so much damage in this tank. It's kind of crazy. However, the Smasher does the same amount of damage, if not more, 2 tiers lower. So I don't really know what else to say in that regard. The Smasher is just straight up stronger than this tank in every single way, just because it's 2 tiers lower. However, That doesn't stop me from getting a... Oh my god, that was an awful roll. 541 roll into this WZ. And I mean, these are the only 2 players left, so my hopes of getting 3k this game are basically 0 because, yeah, even if I do get all the damage from this WZ, I won't be getting over 3k. And now he's only at 100 health. Let's get a full speed on the move shot into him. Oh, or the dirt. That works too. Anyways, that's it for game number 2. A complete and utter steamroll, probably even more of a steamroll than the first game, and I mean the tank did fine. We obviously got some troll shots from our gun into their vehicles or not, into the dirt, but overall not a terrible result. We still did just under 2,500. So there you go, game number 2, and let's get into our third and final battle in the off-brand Smasher, the Temu Smasher. Apparently all the tanks in this Season 4 event are just Temu versions of the normal vehicles. It's crazy. Wargaming should have just marketed this as a Temu event. Anyways, game number 3 on probably the worst map in the game for this tank. Castilla is one of those maps where you need gun depression, and you need a low profile to do well in, and this tank has literally neither of those things. So my plan is to make my way towards medium side, and the reason I'm doing that is because I see tanks like that Batchat, the Pershing. I kind of want to deal with their medium tanks more so than their heavies, and that's just because this tank, if you, again, like I said in the beginning of this video, if you're able to get to the sides or rear of medium tanks, some of them you'll be able to just slap with HE, and I haven't been able to do that yet in this tank, or in this video, basically, so I want to try and get an HE shell into that Batchat for like 1,000 damage, but we'll see what happens. Our Tiger 2 did go the other side of the map, and he's probably going to get YOLO'd by that E75. It doesn't look like any of their team is... Oh, hold on. I was going to say, it doesn't look like any of their team is going over here, but I do see a Pershing on the hill now. So, in that case, I will... I guess I'll keep moving up to this hill here, and we'll see if we can actually kill or shoot this Pershing at least once. That would be nice. And then I'll start making my way towards their TD hill, because that SU is also looking very juicy on the enemy team there. So, where did the Pershing go? And, oh, they have a Lorraine 50 ton up here, too. Unfortunately for us, our Tiger 2, who I did say was going to die, or I thought he was going to die anyways, he did die, so unfortunate for him. And oh my god, hello Pershing, how are you doing? Oh, there goes 921 health from your rear. Yeah, that's what happens when you get to behind tanks with HE-able rears, which is actually quite a lot, because this HE pen is pretty decent. 81 HE pen is... I'm pretty happy with the HE pen on this tank. I'm glad they didn't give it like 60 mils of HE pen. The issue right now is that there's a Lorraine 50 ton who I can't really deal with in front of me, sitting on the hill, hull down. Yeah, you know what? I'm going to ignore him completely. I think I saw someone in their spawn on this side of the hill here, so I'm going to make my way towards whoever it is over here, and I'll see if I can get a shell or two into them. The team is not doing too great. I'm not going to lie. Our team is not doing fantastic. And the fact that all of them are just kind of bleeding all their health away for no reason is also not a very good thing. We do have the K2 in front of us, who I'm hopefully going to get a nice roll with my heat shell into his turret side there. He's not too happy about that, I don't think. Can I HE the Lorraine's turret? No, I can't. Unfortunate. Yeah, and I don't even know if I can pen him when he's facing me frontally. I'm going to be honest. Yeah, no, there's no way I'm penning that guy. He does miss me, at least, but this is going to be a 100% guaranteed loss right here. There is nothing I can do about this game. I'm going to try and do as much damage as I can. You can see there, even just splashing people with HE, like I said, you can just do so much damage. But at the end of the day, it's not going to matter. It's just me and this T92 that are left, and yeah, there's like 6 people left with tons of health, so let's see if I can at least get a shell into this K2 here, and oh yes, we actually did kill him. We did high roll that. For the first time in forever, we did high roll a shell in this tank. Amazing stuff, and we're at 2,400 damage, almost 2,500 damage so far in this game. I'm hoping to get at least one more shell out, and oh my gosh, I see the SU behind that rock there. I am hoping to get an HE into his tank, but now my gunner's dead, so yeah, my accuracy is literally, look at how big the accuracy circle or aiming circle is on this tank now. Like, what? This is crazy. I'm just going to sit behind this building, honestly. There's really no point in me continuing to rush for that SU when there's going to be tanks like this Batchat behind me. And oh my gosh, we just hit a super lucky shell with our HE into that Batchat side, bringing us over 3,000 damage here. And the Batchat is in fact bouncing us. Well, he bounced us once, but it didn't seem to matter. Now, like I said, we were obviously going to lose that game anyways, but wow, getting that HE shell into the side of the Batchat really helped our damage out as we finally got over 3,000 damage. In our third and final game, we actually did almost 3,500. So, I mean, yeah, this tank can do damage, but oh my god. Yeah, we're not winning this battle with a team that does like 800 damage. That's great. That's great. I love my teams. But anyways, this is an absolute meme of a tank. I don't know if I would recommend any of you guys actually spend like gold to grind the Season 4 event. Like, if you get this tank just by playing, I don't even know if you can get this tank just by playing, but if you do get it just by playing, if that's even a possibility, then cool, but I don't think you should be going out of your way to buying this tank for real money, unless you want to have this tank in your garage as a meme, because it's not very good, but it's a lot of fun. And that's just how all three of these tanks are, except for the Smasher. That's the one that's actually really good. The other two are just kind of memes. But anyways, for any of you out there who are not yet subscribed to my channel, I highly recommend you do so, as it's a fantastic way to support content like this and more, as well as stay up to date when I post videos almost daily. And with that, I will see you all in the next one. Bye-bye.